Hello and welcome back to Sew You. My name is Kathy. I am your host today, and I hope you're excited about what we're going to sew today. So, if you're interested in what we're going to sew, stay tuned. Hello, I'm back. Now, today is Tuesday. I know I did not post on yesterday. I got so busy. It's prom season. I'm meeting people here and there, and the orders are just racking up. Praise God. I am not complaining. So I thank God for that. So today, as you can see, this beautiful pattern that I have in my hand, I was going to do a pattern haul because I have so many new patterns. This is V1674, and it's a off the shoulder. If y'all noticed, I love off the shoulder and all those kind of little things, sleeve action, all of that. So this one here is so cute. And the thing about it is it's so versatile. And I like it because you got, you can see, 4 different ways you can do this pattern. So it was an extra bonus for me. But I am going to do view B. And that is just the same all the way around. But you know we got to do something different. We got to hack these patterns. We don't just do them the way they are. Okay, we got to add some of us to it. Okay, so I'm going to do view B. I am going to be doing the size 14 because this is a knit. So knit gives, you got some room. You're doing wovens, you better make sure that your measurements are right. So we're going to be doing view B, which is what you see here, this model wearing. So the pattern pieces you're going to need for this is, and you got to pay attention to this because some pattern pieces, just like this one, pattern piece number 2, you only need to cut 1. And this pattern calls for a lining in it. I don't do linings. So I suffice when it says lining because they just make me too hot. It's just too much. So anyway, I'm going to cut 1 of this, and you got to pay attention because it says cut 1 and you got to cut this face up. So when you lay it on your pattern, you're going to lay it on your pattern just like that, face up. You're not, some pieces you can turn over and do and cut and china, but this one you want to lay it straight up because they're doing it because they want it to fit you a certain way. It's got, all the pieces got to come together. So your off the shoulder is going to be on your left side, okay? So you cut 1 of these face up, pattern piece number 2. Then pattern piece number 1, the same way. This is going to be the front. That's the front. That was the back, the one I just showed you. And you're going to do this the same way. Cut it up, okay? Cut it up. Face up, okay? Then you're going to need pattern piece number 3. Pattern piece number 3 is your the front of the skirt, and we're going to cut 1 of these on the fold, okay? You'll notice right here, and you got to pay attention. Usually your front pieces are on the fold unless it's something different to that pattern. But there's a little thing that says on the fold, and what that simply means is, just say this is your whole piece of fabric. Just say that. And just say your fabric because it's so wide. You're going to cut it. You're going to fold it in half. This is considered the fold on your fabric. Your fold should always be facing you. Your rough and selvage edge should be off. So when you fold it over, your rough edge and then your folded edge is going to be toward you. So this is saying cut 1 on the fold. So if it's saying cut 1 on the fold, I'm going to lay it on the fold of my fabric right up against that edge, and that's the way I'm going to cut that. That's what that means. Then you got pattern the skirt back, and this one also is saying cut 1 on the fold. So as you can see, we have no seam in the front or the back for this. So that's the way you cut that, okay? But over on the side, as you can see, there's a stop here. That means it's getting a side zipper. I'm pulling mine over my head. I'm not pulling with a zipper. but it calls for a zipper on the side of the dress, okay? Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Here's your sleeve 6. That's the right sleeve, okay? This is your half. So I got mine backwards. I said your half is going to be on your left. No, it's going to be on your right, because this is your half sleeve. And this goes on the right, okay? This one goes on the right. So your off the shoulder is going to be on your right. I'm going to see about changing mine up. I like mine on the other side. And then this is a foot. So this one, let me get back to this. This one you only cut in one, okay? Usually you cut 2 sleeves, but you're only cutting 1. Here's pattern piece number 8, your other sleeve. This is a full sleeve. See, it's got the sleeve head and all that. This one did not have the sleeve head. See, it stops down there. So that means this is a full sleeve. This is going to go up into the shoulder, okay? So this is for your left. You're going to cut one of these, okay? So go ahead and cut your pattern pieces out, and I'll meet you in the next scene. Okay, you guys, so we're back. I hope you cut out all your fabric pieces, and I hope you got all those laying to the side and ready to get stitching. So what I did was, I got pattern piece 1 and 2, which is my bodice front and back. And what I ended up doing is, because of the way this is asymmetrical and the way it's going to be going, I didn't want to, remember I told you I don't like a lining. So I didn't want to just stitch that across. I didn't know how that was going to look. I just wanted a clean finish. So I did, for the top, go ahead and make a lining piece. And I just made it right out of my fashion fabric. So I did that. Also, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add, and I got this really nice trim the other day. I got it from Whole Fabrics. No, it's not like H-O-E, Ho. It's H-O, Whole Fashions, rather. And they're out of California. That's funny. Yeah. So, this is the Versace. And what I'm going to do is, this is going to be my Versace dress. So, I'm going to add this trim. Look at that, y'all. Look at that, y'all. I'm going to add that trim to this dress somewhere. Now, I got several of them. I don't know. Now, I don't know if it's going to be my Versace dress. I'm up in the air about this right now. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Christian Dior. J'adore. I got this one too, y'all. So, I don't know which one I want to use. And that ain't it, y'all. Y'all want to see something else? Fendi. I got some Fendi too. So, we're going to have some fun. I tell you, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with all these trims, but I got them. I ain't done yet, y'all. Gucci! Look. Look at that. Look at. So, y'all think this should be a Gucci dress? Should this be Fendi? Because I'm doing them all. I don't know if I'm going to do sweatsuits, but then y'all look. I got my boy Tommy too. Got me some Tommy Hilfiger. So, I don't know. Y'all, we'll see at the end what we gonna choose. But right now, I'm up in the air about exactly which one of these I'm gonna use. I'm stuck on these two, the Christian Dior or the Versace. I don't know which one. I'm gonna use one for this dress. We finna kill this, y'all. So, anyway, back to the dress. What you're going to do is, and I got my bodice pieces. I got my front and backs together on my bodice pieces. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take the top and you're going to sew a stitch across that top part. I don't think y'all can see this good. So let me give y'all a different angle. All right. I think this is a better angle for y'all. So, like I said, what we're going to do, we're going to take, this is the top, this is your edge, this is the only shoulder piece that you have on this dress. So what you're going to do is take and do a 5/8 of an inch stitch straight down there. You're going to come down on each side, right under the shoulders, under the arms, and you're going to do 5/8 of an inch stitch. And since I did my lining on this one, I'm not doing a lining for the skirt. I'm going to do the exact thing for the lining piece. And then we're going to add that in there. All you do to add your lining piece in is you're going to, once you stitch both of them together, like I just told you, you're going to take and put right sides to right sides, okay? Right sides to right sides. And then you're just going to stitch all the way around. And you're just going to have one piece. Go give it a good press and we'll be right back. Okay, so you guys, I got my lining sewn in there. I don't know if you can see that. This fabric is black. And see how nice that edge is? That's the reason why I went ahead and put a lining in it. I didn't want to do the double rollover method on here. I wanted it to really have a nice finish on it. So that's the reason why I did this. And if you notice while you're sewing this top, it's really, this is a high-waisted. And I just noticed that when I tried it on. So at this point, what you want to do is go ahead and try this on to make sure that it's going to fit you, okay? Yeah, this pattern, I noticed it runs, you better make sure you got a 4-way stretch knit because it can run small if you don't have it. And it's made to fit form fitting, so I'm just thinking that's the reason why. But this dress, this bodice part right here, it hits me right under my bust line. So my under bust, that's where this is stopping at. So it's a high-waisted. I love that. I love high-waisted. So what I'm going to do now, since I have that done, and then what I did was I just stitched this, put a stitch around so I could hold this sleeve together until I put my sleeve on there. That's all I did for that. So now what you're going to do, if you want to do, you can go ahead and finish the top parts. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to grab my sleeve, my left sleeve. And you know what to do. You're going to turn it right sides to right sides. Let me put that out the way. Right sides to right sides. And then you're going to do a 5/8 of an inch stitch straight down. Okay. So we know this is the sleeve with the cap. So there's only one. You can't get confused on this. So this is the sleeve, the full sleeve side. So we're going to put that in there. 5/8 of an inch once we sew that down. And so once we're over there, since we're over there, what we're going to do, we're going to do our right sleeve as well. So the right sleeve, because we're not doing a lining, you're going to have to do the double fold over method. And before you sew this in there, you want to do the rollover method on this first. Do that rollover method on here first, or you're going to be trying to tuck. I'm telling you, if you're not using a lining. If you're using a lining, it's a little different. But do that rollover method. I'm pinning it so I have mine. Then I'm going to do right sides to right sides, 5/8 of an inch straight down. And so after you do that, sew both of those onto your bodice, and then we'll be right back to start on our skirt. Okay, as you can see, I have stitched all of my top pieces together. Got both my sleeves on there. See how that's cut? Asymmetrical cut, and that'll be your off shoulder. Now what we need to do is, I'm going to put this to the side, okay? Put that to the side, and then you got to get your skirt pieces, front and your back. And what I do to, especially when both of them are cut on the fold, what I'll do is I'll just get my hook pin here, and inside the front piece I'll just put an F, so I'll know, because when you take these pattern pieces off, and one say front, one say back, but then they start looking alike, I'm telling you. And as you can see, this is a, someone asked me in the comments to start letting them know where I get my fabrics. I get them all over the place, but this one, this burnout, this is called a burnout. A burnout is basically, you see how you got the fabric pieces, the woven pieces in there, knit pieces, but then you can see through it. Those are called burnout fabrics. Okay, so if you're ever ordering, you'll know when they say burnout, because sometimes you don't even notice it's like that until you get it. But you got to know what a burnout is. So that's what that is. That's where I got that from. And so this is my back, and what I usually do is just put a B on there on the inside of it, guys. Don't write it on the outside. Okay, so now all I got to do is stitch 5/8 of an inch seam allowance straight down. Then once you do that, your pieces are ready to be connected. So right now, when you do that 5/8 of an inch, I don't know why my tongue ties on that, seam allowance on both sides, then you're going to grab your bodice piece and stitch them together right sides to right sides, making sure that you are putting the back in the back and the front in the front. Okay, we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. So look at this dress, y'all. Look at this dress, y'all. Now, it's a Fendi dress. Remember I told you I was doing it in the Fendi. So what I did was I ended up doing the sleeves, both sleeves. I wasn't going to. I did it down each side, the trim. Then I got it down this side. I started not to. I'm going to, you know, I can always take it off. When I try it on, I'm going to see if it's too much. If it's too much, I'm taking it off. But this side here, this is the asymmetrical cut. And I'm thinking about putting that on there. So that's still to be determined. And if I put that on there, this is the way it'll look, okay? That's the look you're going to have if I decide to put that on there. But I love the way it came out. And what I did, let me tell y'all something. If y'all want y'all stuff to fit, you don't have to go by the pattern all the time. The pattern is your guide. It's a basis, okay? That's your starting point, always. So, what I did was, because I like my clothes to fit my silhouette. And so, what I did was, I took this dress down, and I know at my knee, where my dress stops, I like it to come in at a 34. Yours could be different. Yours could be smaller. Yours could be bigger. But what you do is you just get your measuring tape, and you go down there right above your knee, and you measure. And you kind of, if you're wearing a knit, you know, you got some play. You can stick at that 34. You don't have to add any ease. But if you're dealing with woven fabrics, you want to make sure that you can walk. Put that tape around your leg and make sure you can walk with it, because you're going to be walking like this if not. So that's all I did. And I curved this in. Okay, because I wanted that Fendi to just curve in, okay? So, that's what I did to this one. And we're going to see how it looks. I really like how it came out. It's really not, the camera's not really doing it justice. But, this is the look. So, we have finished our dress, and it is looking good. I can't wait to pair something up with it. I'm thinking about, I don't know if I have these brown shoes, and I don't know if I'm going to try to add some of this trim to those shoes. I don't know. I might just keep them all black. You don't want to get gouty with it, okay? You don't want it gouty. You want it just nice, and you want it really nice. So if you want one of these dresses, you know you can inbox me. I will make it for you. I can get any trim, designer trim you want. Just say you want Prada or whatever. I can get all of those trims. So just let me know. But if you like this page, if you like what we're doing, would you please like, share, and subscribe to this page? I would really, really appreciate it. I love you looking. I love your questions and all of that. So please leave your comments below as well. I love your comments. I'll answer. If I can't answer, I'll find the information. So if you want to be the first to know about when we post these videos, hit that notification button down below. Okay? So, peace, love, and blessings to all of you. Thank you so much.